What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is the path to 70.3 Pennsylvania. We are 4 days deep into week 1 of official training for this particular race. You'll notice behind me I have a box. I have a bunch of squares on that box. Let me show you. So this is my path to Pennsylvania checkoff list. We're here. We have a long way to go until this race is actually here, but I feel really good so far. So today is Friday, January 31st, last day of the month. I have a shoulder and calf workout in the gym, which I'm going to do here in my loft, and then I have a swim workout a little bit later today. Gonna go to the pool. It's kind of like a recovery swim, just nothing insane, nothing intense, just a couple sets of 200, multiple sets of 200, just working out form, focusing on form, and just kind of recovering, because Helen's kicked my ass this week in the pool. I've already been in the pool twice this week, which is more than I've been in the pool in a while, but it was focused on speed drills and then form drills and then technique drills and then even more speed drills. So let me get through some of this workouts. Let me get breakfast. Let me get everything set up. And then I will go into what we've done so far this week to mark off those first 4 days. And we'll talk about today, obviously, and then what we have coming up this weekend to wrap up the week. So we are 4 days on day 5 of 140 days into the path to Pennsylvania. And yeah, like I said, I'm feeling pretty good. So I'll see you at breakfast. Okay, so it's later in the day than I wanted it to be. I said I'd be back for breakfast. I actually just finished eating lunch. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. But I wanted to summarize the week to this point before we get into the workouts, and then we'll talk about the goals of this race at the end of this video. And I wasn't going to talk about goals, but why not? Let's talk about goals. So Monday was a standard chest and back strength training day, still going heavy, and then a 1,900-yard pool swim. And here is the pool swim. I'm not going to give you all the details, just the overall how the workout went, just because I'm pretty sure any coach wouldn't want you to just blast their workouts all over social media. But it was really just 300 yards of warm-ups, different sets of 100, and then it was descending sets, so 500 for 3, 2, and 100 yards at RPE 7. So that was the Monday's workout. Not too bad, but it was tough because you're trying to maintain that RPE, rate of perceived exertion. So if you were had to say on a 1 to 10 scale, this is how hard I'm going, right? So halfway would be 5, 10 would be 100% all out, nothing left in the tank. For all of those sets, I had to maintain a RPE of 7 and only take 15 seconds of rest in between each set. Now, I managed the 15 seconds of rest for the first set or two, but after that, it was like 20, 30, because you go RPE of 7, your heart rate's going to be well up there. So that was Monday. Tuesday was quads and glutes, and then a 40-minute run. Nothing special there. I actually had to shorten the quads and glutes strength training because it was later in the day, and I was busy all day until then. So by the time I got to it, it was just late. So I cut like one set of everything off. Not my best week, but whatever. Wednesday was mobility and another 1,900-yard swim. This one was very drill specific, and I'm not going to get into all the drills because there was a lot. But the overall focus was form and then working on getting some speed. Not really maintaining speed, but like building your speed so that you can kind of feel how each level, easy, moderate, hard, actually feels in the water. And then that was that. The only thing I will say about this one is the very last active set. I had a 100-yard all-out set, and the goal was to get a 132 per 100 when it came down to it. And let's see, if I look at my pace for that particular one, I actually had a 126 per 100 on that set. So I was ahead of what my target was, which I guess is good. But at the end of the day, I won't be able to maintain 126 per 100 for more than 100 yards. So that's not something I'm going to be doing in a pool, but if we're looking to build my speed, then you're going to have to do sets where you just kind of push your body to that limit. Thursday was biceps, triceps, and then a 60-minute zone 2 run. Zone 2 run has been feeling really, really good. I've been sticking to the zone 2 based on the latest threshold from last video. So yesterday's 60-minute run averaged 11:11, which is well within that, which is kind of in the middle of that range, probably a little bit more towards the front of the middle. But either way, average heart rate was 138, kept my heart rate low. Felt really good doing it. I could have ran for another hour at that pace and with that effort if I would have had some kind of fuel. But I felt really, really good. And that's kind of where we are today. Today I have to do, like I said, shoulders and then a recovery swim. So it's 1,600 yards. It's just a bunch of sets of 200. Just not really focusing on speed, just focusing on form and, yeah, that's it. I'm looking at it now. It's form focus. Cool. So, and then tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday we have that we're finally getting on the bike this week. Tomorrow we have sorry, my Zoom is going, or Teams is going off. Tomorrow we have a 2-hour, 15-minute bike and a 30-minute run. And then Sunday we have my first brick of the season at 1:15 on the bike and a 15-minute brick. So all in all, not a horrible first week. I've hit all my triathlon workouts and feeling really good about it. Of course, the week's not over. I still have to hit the next couple. But that's what we've done so far this week. Obviously, I have to go back to Teams and answer some messages. But probably within the hour or so, I'll be in the loft hitting shoulders just to get a nice little shoulder pump with shoulders and calves workout. And then a little bit later, probably closer to 4:30, I'll head over to the pool and get my laps in and just kind of wrap up. And then we'll talk, like I said, we'll talk about goals. And I've really been thinking about the goals of this race. Like, I want to have like goals up here, but I'm kind of trying to come back down to here and not overextend my goals because, let's be real, I haven't hit a goal on a series and on a race that I've put on YouTube since the half marathon back in 2021. That was the last. I hit a PR in Chattanooga. It wasn't my goal time, but I hit a PR in Chattanooga. But that half marathon was probably the only time I've hit a goal on a race that I've put on YouTube. So I'm trying to avoid going too far and overextending myself like that. But we'll see. I mean, obviously, there's 19 weeks of training left. There's still a lot of days and a lot of time to improve. So let me finish up work, and I'll see you when we do shoulders and calves. Alright, so it is 2:13 right now. Taking a pre-workout, BPN flight. I'm not a BPN athlete, but I have started to gravitate more towards their supplements. I actually do like flight. Obviously, I use G1M Sport when I'm doing endurance. It's nothing against base performance. They're great products, but I think the ease of access to BPN products, because I can just go to the grocery store and pick some up if I want to, that makes it more attractive to me. Plus, my stomach seems to take BPN and digest it better than the base. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. If it's the carb source, the amount of sodium or whatever. I don't know what it is, that causes it, but my stomach seems to favor the BPN product over that. I'm not doing the gels. I do the protein. I use the protein every morning. Every day I get a Nespresso, double brewed Nespresso with some brown sugar. I try to make my own brown sugar shake and espresso at home. It's almost as good as the Starbucks one, but I put a scoop of BPN protein and chocolate protein, mix it up. So I get that plus the coffee, a little bit of energy for like that late morning, early afternoon lag. But yeah, so I use the protein, the G1M, and Flight right now. Haven't got the electrolytes yet. That might be coming as it gets warmer because it's 500 milligrams per scoop versus 290 for base, and it's flavored pink lemonade, so it kind of blends right in with the G1M Sport. So I'm gonna finish the rest of this. I have a protein bar right here. These Red Velvet Power Crunch bars, best flavor ones of that whole series, of that whole brand. I'm gonna eat that protein bar, and probably within the next 20-30 minutes I will be in the loft lifting. Today's just been a day at work where I've just been traveling down this rabbit hole of research, trying to figure out how to get my team to provide better information so we can get other stuff done. Right? I can't go into detail because cybersecurity is a security thing, but that's what I've been doing. I've been on calls, looking at Excel spreadsheets and databases and all sorts of different things for like 5 hours today. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to finish this, get my shoes on, walk over to the loft. And yes, I use shoes even in the house because it's on carpet and it's calf day and I don't want to slip. So knock out my shoulders and calf workout today or soon. And then by, like I said, 4:30 or so, I'll be on my way to the pool to do today's recovery swim. So let me finish up. I'll see you a little bit later. Okay. It's 10 after 3. I got stuck in another call with one of my guys about what we're trying to do with work and the plans I have. Where's the light? There it is. And that was like a 20-minute call over some random bullshit. Not random, but it was just a 20-minute call over work. And I was like trying to get out of there. I feel the pre-workout, I feel like the tingles, whatever, and I love it. But it's 10 after 3. Time to hit shoulders. I'm going to take the hoodie off in a second. And I'm in what I have a weight room. I just need dumbbells, my bench, which is there, and room. Because like I said, it's chest, shoulders. So I'm not doing anything crazy, or not chest, shoulders and calves. I'm not doing anything crazy, but we're about to start this workout. 3, 2, 1, go. Funny enough, during the warm-up, I literally just did every movement I'm gonna do for the shoulder workout, but we're gonna get a little bit heavier with weights. So I'm warm. It's only been a couple of minutes, but just had to get enough blood pumping to the muscles themselves. And let's get to work. Let's get the real work done. All right, and just like that, workout is done. So stop it at 43 and a half minutes. Whew. Not like a super huge calorie burn, but doing single leg and calf jumps at the end gets your heart rate elevated just a little bit more than you want it to. And helps burn a little bit of calories. So, all right, so I'm gonna go grab a quick snack, get changed, and get ready to head on down to the pool to avoid being out too late tonight. You know, sometimes I just like to sit and relax, and the earlier I get on the couch, the better. So I don't think my wife has anywhere to go today, so I'm gonna, like I said, take her car down to the gym, hit the pool. I'll see you when I get to the gym. All right, I made it to the pool. It's 5:30. It took me like 45 minutes to get here, and it's like 10 miles away. But I'm ready to go. Got my goggles, got my swim gear, ready to rock. 1,600 yards, I think, total. But again, it's just nice, slow, smooth recovery swim. So just going through the motion, sets at 200. There's different sets and different whatever rep scheme she wants. I'm gonna knock it all out. We'll go over it later, and then, like I said, when I get home, we'll cover goals for this particular race. For now, I gotta swim. I'll see you at the end. All right. Done with today's workouts. Good swim workout. Here it is, real quick. Again, it was 1,600 yards. Well, I did 1,600 meters because I have a 25-meter pool, so I do all my. She puts the distance to 1,600, and it's supposed to be yards, but she said just do meters and it'll, whatever, instead of doing calculations and conversions. So I did 1,600 meters. Again, it was just nice, and it was focused on form, so make sure, I could feel the form. I could, feel my lats being pulled. I was kicking appropriately. I was breathing appropriately. All those good stuff. It was a light recovery swim. No big deal there. Then I spent 20 minutes in the sauna at 155 degrees trying to get heat adapted early, being that it's still cold out here. But all in all, solid day. You saw the shoulder and calf workout. I'm not even mad about that. Okay, so I want to finish this video by talking about what my goals for Happy Valley or Ironman 70.3 Pennsylvania are going to be. Now, before I do this, I am fully aware that some of you who have been on the channel for a while are probably watching this, waiting for it, and when I say what I'm going to say, you're going to laugh and probably click off the video, and that's okay. But if you do that, and I get to the end and you're like, oh shit, he actually did it, because I have everything lined up, ready to go, that's that. So if you think I'm going to hit my goal, comment below. If you think I'm going to miss it, comment below, and talk whatever you're going to talk. It's okay. I can handle the trash talk. I can handle the truth, because I understand I've only hit one goal since I've started vlogging on this channel. Okay, so what is the goal for 70.3 Pennsylvania? It's going to be kind of modest, and I'm going to back it up, and I'm going to justify it in a quick second. So my target goal, pace, time, whatever, my target time for 70.3 Pennsylvania is going to be 5 hours and 45 minutes. Now, again, like I said, some of you are probably just laughing and you probably just already clicked off. But for those that stayed, here's my justification, okay? Every 70.3 except one, and I have to look up those results. I'll probably do that in a minute. Every 70.3 that I've done, I've been set up for a sub 6, and the run has kicked my ass. Here's my justification for that 5 hour, 45 minute goal. 2014, I ran my first half marathon. It was 2 hours and 1 minute official time. That became my half marathon PR. That was it. Every 70.3 I've run, I've been up until the run set up for a sub 6 race. Okay, let's go over these. So first one I did was Ironman 70.3 Miami in 2015. I'm looking at the time right there. My swim was 37 minutes, 5.5 or just under 6 minute transition, 252 bike, just over 4 minute transition. Up to that point, up to T2, I was at 3 hours and 39 minutes. I go 2 hours on the run, I'm at 5:39. Instead, I cramp on the run, I go 3 hours on the run, 6:39:52. My next half marathon was Rev 3 Knoxville. I'm trying to see, here we go, here's my splits. So, 42 minute swim, 4.5 minute transition, 3:19 on the bike. So that was a 4 hour, roughly 4 hours coming off the bike, 2.5 minute T2. I was set up for about a 6:02, 6:03 half iron. All I had to do was run a 2-hour race. Instead, I run a 2:48 and I get 6:57. Okay, not my best time. Next, Ironman 70.3 Gulf Coast in 2019. Now, all these up to this point, I'm still self-coached. Not my best. So, swim, 49.25, very rough waters. Not very rough. It was rough for me being self-coached. Here, you could watch the video up top there if you want to see what it was. I showed the water in the very beginning, or towards the beginning of the race. 2:52 on the bike. And coming off that, I was feeling really good. So you figure 50 plus 2:52, that's a 3:40. Set up for a nice 5:40 run, 5:40 overall. But I go 3.5 on the run because I cramped. 7:22. The last 70.3 I ran was in 2023. 43 on the swim, 2:44 on the bike. Okay, so I'm set up for a 3:30 or a 5:30 if I do a 2-hour half marathon. Go get dehydrated on the run, start to cramp. 3:12 on the run, end up with a 6:50. So it's always for me come down to the run. So all I got to do is not figure out my nutrition, which I have a plan for. We'll get into later videos. All I have to do is figure out my nutrition, dial that in, and racing up north, which I haven't done yet, should be perfect conditions. We got a lake swim. We got a rolling with a fairly flat race with a bike course with 3 climbs and a lot of downhills, and then a flat run. All I have to do is make sure I manage my hydration properly and my fueling, and there should be no problems getting sub 6, 5:45 specifically. So we're going to go into that as this goes on. So everything I'm training for this whole season is going to be aimed for 5:45 or faster on this particular course. I just have to get there and make sure that I'm dialing in the nutrition, and that's what I'm doing. I know, based on Ironman Texas, and that my nutrition going up to the run was fine. Ironman Texas, I didn't cramp on the run. Granted, I didn't run the run, but I wasn't cramping. I wasn't fatiguing on that point. I mean, even the previous 70.3s, I walk and cramp. So I know I got the hydration down. I just have to make sure I can do it for the whole race instead of just through the bike. So that's going to be the struggle and the challenge and the focus of this race. I'm going to make sure that I'm well conditioned and ready, prepared to hit the distances, and my nutrition will be dialed in. So with that, I'm going to go downstairs, spend some time with my wife, enjoy a relaxing weekend with like 6 hours worth or 4 hours worth of workouts to do. I got bike 2 days in a row, but for now, we're going to sign off. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Remember, comment below. Talk your shit. It's okay. We can have a fun banter back and forth. I'll see you in the next video.